IC7.
IC9.
What about this IC7?
I see a frenzy brewing.
That's right, girls. These are the Musky Frenzy staggers. This is the IC9. This is an IC7. And the IC7 basically took over a big chunk of musky fishing last year. We didn't have one. You guys know we talk about Dadsons all the time. But the success of the IC7 had me, reach out to Nick and asked for a couple baits. I wanted to get them in the water to show you guys, and I wanted to hear for myself kind of what the difference was with these, because when you see Nick and Christina and the rest of the crew that are running the Frenzy baits have the amount of success that they had last year, it's hard to argue with that. So Nick was super kind to send us some baits. We got a couple IC7s, we got an IC9 here, and for Dave and I, we actually had some of the triple bladed Apaches, I believe it was, back in the day from Musky Frenzy. My wife actually sold them in the store. Really cool baits. I don't have one here, but I know Dave has one at home. And then when the IC series came in, we were already kind of hooked up with Dadson, so we didn't really try these. But again, going back to the success that they had, it was just something that I felt that we really needed to show you guys, our audience. And I wanted to see for myself, what it is. And I only cast this a few times at our cabin. And this IC7, it's got enough weight in it to cast a mile, exactly what they say. It pulls super easy. It's got a unique thump in the water. This one here, this black with green goblin style blades, it's just tailor-made for Eagle Lake. And it's one that, whether I throw it or my guests throw it, it's a type of blade that I think almost anybody can throw. All right, this is one of the baits that everybody talked about last year. This is the Musky Frenzy IC7, and I also have an IC9 here. Nick was kind enough to send me these couple. I know Nick and Christina, they absolutely slayed last year on the IC7, so I wanted to get one. This is an awesome Eagle Lake color. So 9'6", shock and awe, 471 Okuma, so 7.1 to 1, 90-pound Barbarian Braid, and I got it on a 49 strand wire leader. We'll get it cast out there, and because of our shallow water, I got to keep the retrieve speed up a little bit more than I wanted. Like all bucktails, you want to, my wife's being a joker over there. Like all bucktails, you want to keep your rod tip pointed right at the bucktail. Maybe just slightly to your strong side for hook sets. So that's the IC7. For a stock bucktail that you can basically buy off of any shelf, it looks amazing in the water. I didn't tune these at all. I didn't do anything. I didn't bend anything. I didn't touch anything. I just clipped them on and threw them. And you guys can see in the video, what we were using to throw it on. Pretty standard kind of bucktail stuff. Maybe a little bit high geared for a lot of people, but personally I like a higher geared reel so I can actually slow down to control my speed rather than trying to burn with a really low speed reel. So I think the IC7 lends itself to a high speed reel. It gives you the ability to burn it over shallow cover or really slow it down and let it kind of slow roll. And same thing with the IC9. Just a cool take on that stagger style bucktail. And there's a lot of stagger style bucktails out there. We use some from Dadson. Nothing earth shattering, but Frenzy definitely kind of hit on the front edge of that stagger stuff, and people were buying in. And when you look at the videos that Nick and Christina were producing last year, it's just so hard to argue with the success that they had on all these staggers. And like I say, the IC7 was definitely the one that seemed to drive all the hype last year. So let's have one more quick look at it underwater here, and then we'll wrap this one up, guys. IC7, IC9, any of the blades in the IC series are gonna, serve you guys well. It was really cool of Nick to send us these, and beyond the fact that he sent them to us to just try and capture underwater, these are blades that we're actually going to try and throw. I think they're going to fit a spot in the style of fishing that we do, that we'll be able to use these. And here's another one, kind of a black purple with gold blades. Awesome color for Sunset Country. I think when companies like Frenzy are doing cool stuff like these stagger series, and again, guys, it's nothing brand new, it's nothing earth-shattering, but the success they've had on it has kind of elevated the whole Musky Frenzy line just on the success of this IC series. So you definitely want to check them out, guys. We'll be using them throughout the course of the summer, and I think it's a lure that you're going to hear a lot more of. So we're really happy to kind of bring you guys this little look at the IC series from Musky Frenzy. And for another video where we look at a really cool bucktail, check out the video right here. And until next time, 54 Bust is out of here. We'll catch you guys out on the water later.
IC7.
IC9.
What about this IC7?
I see a frenzy brewing.
Bro, you're not in an interrogation.